Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Bodcast. This is episode 67, and it's a bit of a slow news, Lego-wise, at the moment. So we're going to do a bit of a mishmash episode. So Ian is here.
Hello.
And obviously I'm here, because I'm talking.
Obviously.
So, why is it slow news, Lego-wise, at the moment, do you reckon? Is this the period before all of those new sets get announced for January? Is this normal?
There's been so many leaks for next year. I mean, yes, there are some sets that we don't know what they are yet, so we've just
we've got
had
all
the Winter
the
Village
names.
reveal.
Yeah.
But we don't know the Chinese New Year sets.
But there's two. We know that much. We know the names of them.
Yeah.
I think, but
do we
prices?
know the names of them?
Well, I think it just said Chinese festival on
so
Brick Clickers thing.
Yeah. Obviously, there's the modular coming,
Which you revealed last week as on a 32 by 32 base weight about this high.
Yeah.
Which no one can see.
Yeah.
But yeah,
comes with minifigures.
Okay.
New news.
New news.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Exclusive.
Yeah.
I think there is always going to be this kind of lull at this point in the year. Because
Maybe.
it's too far from the start of the year to announce all the sets officially. Obviously, we're going to get leaks. They always happen.
Yeah.
But there's nothing new coming. There's a few October sets coming, but nothing else is going to come between October and December, is it? They're not going to just randomly go, and here
Probably
is
not, because
Gringotts.
obviously, a lot of it comes down to Christmas and people buying stuff. So generally, if you want your sets to do well in the kind of top selling toys, they need to have a big enough period to rack up the sales.
Right.
Announcing it at the beginning of December, when a lot of people have already gone out and bought presents, means that it won't get bought.
Right. So it's kind of a foolish thing to do.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So, what we have seen this week is some news articles on people stealing Lego.
Yep.
So, in Suffolk, we had some, over £1,000 worth of Lego was stolen from a B&M store. And you see it a lot reported. It's kind of as if Lego has become a much more lucrative thing to steal. Or has it always been?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, the thing with Lego is that because it has such a lot of value just in the bricks, it's very easy to sell it. So
because you could break it down and then you can't trace it.
Yep.
You
could just sell it as a used set, and that's still got quite a lot of value. A lot of other things, if you try and sell it as used, then you're not making that much money on it, kind of thing. Whereas Lego, it holds its value if it's used. You can break it down and sell the parts individually, so it's something where you're getting close to retail price on the sale.
Yeah.
Whereas...
And if you've not paid that retail price, then that's pure profit.
Yes.
I'm not suggesting anyone should do this as an option, just to clarify. I mean, in the US, you used to get quite a lot of people saying that they'd bought a set at Walmart and it was full of pasta and things.
Yeah.
So that was a slightly different, not just brazenly going in and stealing, but scamming them when you returned it. Which just seems like, surely they should have checked the content. Does pasta when you shake it sound like bricks? Probably does, actually.
Yeah, probably be close enough. But I guess you've also got the people who are putting it back on the stock, they're not going to bother checking this if you can make it look like it's not been opened.
Yeah.
And because Lego doesn't come wrapped in cellophane,
that's true.
It's easy to do that. With the thumb holes.
Thumb tabs,
that's the word.
Thumb holes.
You can just slide a knife in there, cut it, and then the thing opens like a
door box, yeah.
Then you put a bit of glue on and shut it up again. And if you put the glue...
Stop giving them the information to do this, Ian.
People who listen to this podcast are clever enough to already know this.
Okay, fair enough. But we don't want to encourage Lego to wrap all their boxes in cellophane, given that they're trying to move away from plastic.
Yes.
I mean, they're clearly not trying to move away from plastic. Plastic is quite an important thing to Lego.
Yeah.
Let's just get rid of all the plastic. Back to the wooden bricks we go. But they obviously don't want to add extra plastic in.
But I don't know if there's something else they could do. I mean, you can, just use a bit of tape more to make it a more obvious seal.
Well, they've got tape on some boxes.
Yeah, but again, it's not obvious. If you did it with, I don't know, just say masking tape, something like that, it's really obvious if it's been...
Thicker tape, kind of, like, more not a see-through tape.
Yeah, see-through tape is too easy to miss when you're checking the box.
Yeah. And some places you see complaints, like in Target stores, where they've got everything in a cabinet and you have to wait for a member of staff to unlock it, how long that can actually add to your shopping. People don't want to see the Lego behind the screens and not be able to touch it. Especially, like, I guess that will go away, but the minifigures, people can't feel them.
Yeah.
But that won't matter when they're in boxes anyway.
No.
But at the same time,
the boxes will cause more shops to do it, because I know that some people have said video in some stores you could go in and people had ripped open the boxes to find out what was in them.
Oh no.
Which I don't understand how you do that, because if you rip them open to find out what's in it, do you then go and buy the one you've ripped open? Is it not obvious you've then ripped it open?
Yeah.
I don't quite understand how that works.
Just take some scissors to the
I mean,
store.
if you're ripping them open so that you can steal the correct ones, then just
steal them all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just get some duplicates as well. I think, people don't want to see their Lego behind bars, essentially.
Yeah.
Unattainable. But people also don't want to see empty shelves where people have stolen Lego. So it's like a catch-22. You want to protect the Lego, but also be able to get the Lego.
Yeah.
I guess maybe some stores will just not have Lego again, because in the Lego store, everyone coming into that, you're expecting them to be stealing Lego. You're watching everyone, kind of thing.
Yes.
And it's going to be more obvious if they're stealing Lego. Whereas in a supermarket, I don't know, you're not watching the Lego.
Yeah.
You're watching the flat screen TVs or the lamb shoulders.
Yep.
You know, all that expensive stuff, meat and electronics. Yeah, it's just sad.
No, I remember as a teenager, a friend worked at Tesco's and said that they saw someone just fill up a trolley with alcohol and then run out the store with it. So whatever you do, there's going to be some theft.
People do that.
I mean, and it might just be that more stores, you add security tags onto the Lego sets and alarms at the doors, and make sure that you actually have a security person on monitoring them, and that way it doesn't need to be behind bars. But I don't know how common that is, and whether that, some stores have gone, we can't have the detectors at the exits because there's too many, or it just doesn't work, so therefore they have to put it behind glass cabinets and you have to get someone to open them.
Do you think the proportion of people who are stealing it just for their own personal use will go up based on the price rises we've seen, or is it always to sell?
I don't know. Obviously, small kids will steal stuff, but in a kind of more unintentional way.
Yeah, I want this.
So
why can't I have it?
Yeah.
Put it under the pushchair type thing.
Yeah. So whereas, a lot of shoplifting is attributed to teenagers, is shoplifting Lego something that they would do? Well,
but do you not think that because people have created this Lego habit for themselves and they need to build Lego and they can't now afford it, that they'd start shoplifting?
Isn't that more of an adult phenomenon than it is?
What? Isn't what?
This kind of Lego addiction.
Right, but is it going to get to the point that you're addicted to Lego to the point you can't afford it?
I'm talking about teenagers. So for teenagers, I don't think you're going to get that much.
No, teenagers are not going to be shoplifting Lego.
No.
I'm saying...
So then we're saying, are adults going to be shoplifting Lego because they really want Lego?
Because we can no longer justify buying Lego over paying our bills because we can't afford both. But we still really want the Lego.
I can't see that being a major thing.
Will we start buying Lego from the people who have bought the Lego, stolen the Lego? Are we going to have less? Because now, if you see a set that seems unbelievably priced, you think that's coming from a bad way, and you maybe don't go that route because you morally want to choose the right path.
But then again, we've seen sets on sale for more than 50% off.
Yeah, legitimately.
So you know that people can get really good deals on this stuff.
So you're saying that just take advantage of them.
It's much harder
hope they're
to
not
know.
Stolen.
Yeah. And yes, if someone's probably if someone's selling something 50% off, you'd question it, because even if they bought it 50% off, you'd expect them to be selling it for more than they bought it for. But if someone's selling something for 25% off, 30% off, then I don't think you'd have any question. Unless you really know Lego, you wouldn't be able to tell whether that's a realistic price or not.
Yeah.
Like if you know this is a set that doesn't go on sale, therefore people haven't been able to get it cheap, and then you see it for 30% off, you'll go, well, that's a bit dodgy. But most people don't know that.
Okay, so we think that teenagers aren't going to steal Lego. Hopefully the cost of living crisis won't encourage adults to steal Lego. And
it won't encourage adults to steal Lego because they want Lego.
Oh, you think it will encourage people to steal Lego to sell it, to make money to pay the bills?
It's going to... Whenever you go into a recession, whenever you have inflation this high, you are going to see an increase in theft.
Right, and so because Lego is a good option...
Because Lego is a luxury item, because Lego is fairly small, Lego is easy to sell on, it's going to be a target. So I think we're going to see an increase in theft of Lego.
Right, but you don't think that's for people who really want to build the
sets?
sets?
No, I don't think it's coming from an addiction point of view.
Okay, right, okay, that makes sense. So, second topic.
Third topic?
Have we already talked about two?
We talked about why there's no news. Is that the topic?
Oh, no, I don't think so. That was
It was just a meta topic at the start.
It was a meta topic, yeah. Next topic.
Cunningly avoided there. Yeah. Well done.
Hidden Side.
Mm.
Hidden Side didn't supposedly do well because they hid the good side. And because it was a augmented reality app based product, and Lego plus technology doesn't work so well. That's what we've decided. I have played I've given it a go as part of a review, and it didn't seem that bad. Like the tech was there.
Yeah.
And it seemed quite fun.
Okay.
And so Hidden Side came out in 2019. It had retired by about 2020, and it's now...
What do you mean by retired?
Oh, it was discontinued. I don't know. I haven't checked exactly when they stopped selling it.
Yeah.
I mean, I told you there is still one set that you can still get in some territories on Lego.com.
So it's a bit dodgy, but okay, moving on.
So if you now open the app, it says you have until the end of 2022 to play, and then they're taking away all the multiplayer servers. Now, I don't know how much that affects if you're not playing multiplayer. So I never played multiplayer.
Right.
But it doesn't sound... It seems to say you will no longer be able to use this app kind of thing. So
I would hope that it is purely multiplayer they're taking away. I think if they stop the app from working, there's a couple of issues around that. One is, why would you do that? If you don't need a server to play it because you are playing it locally...
Yeah.
You know, I know that a lot of games have a built-in thing where you have to constantly check in with the server because whether you're earning points or, you know, they're trying to make money from you from adverts and stuff, so they have that connection. Lego shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
So I would really hope that you can still play single player. But taking away a feature such as multiplayer for something that you can still buy is bad.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem like they've supported it long enough. And this idea that they stopped selling it in 2020... we've seen is quite clearly a lie. You can still buy it in some countries. So they really need to support it for longer. And I think this is worrying from a number of points. So I know people who don't like the large Technic motorised sets because they're worried about the apps not working.
Yeah, the support going away.
And, you know, we can see here that they're taking away support quite quickly. There isn't that...
Well, because the support costs some money, especially if they've got a server they have to maintain.
Yeah.
So you can see why Lego themselves would want to do it. But it's poor.
It is. If they really wanted to, they could invest in other ways to allow the game to continue without needing servers. But they're not going to do that because that would require quite a lot of investment. And it's just poor planning, really, from them. They should have come up with a more realistic long-term solution.
Yeah.
But yeah, so people will see this. They're already a bit nervous about the Technic motorised sets, and then they go, oh no, they're going to drop support. Again, that should be that those apps don't need any Lego servers to actually run, so it would just mean you'd stop getting updates. Of course, there is a slight worry that because the app uses Bluetooth, any security vulnerabilities in the Bluetooth drivers could be exploited if Lego aren't supporting it and aren't providing fixes for that, then it can be a worry.
Yeah.
Hopefully the app is locked down in a sensible way so that it's not accepting random incoming.
Do we trust them?
Not normally. They're generally incompetent when it comes to technology, so that may be stretching things to hope that they've done something sensible like that. All in all, it shows just a...
Well, it's rude. It's
Yeah.
a disregard for people who they considered their customers.
Yes.
And who have paid good money for something, and they're no longer going to get what they paid for.
Yeah.
Because just because there's no new sets doesn't mean people aren't enjoying the old sets.
I mean, obviously one thing they could do is they could open source the servers. They could allow someone else to host a server.
Yeah.
You know, that's what other games have done. When the company's gone, we can no longer do this, they allow other people to host the servers and you can have private games, and, you know, that still allows people to do it.
But they've got prior to this, right, with Dimensions. Didn't they just shut that down as well?
Yeah, Dimensions, they ended it a bit abruptly. And
Again, did that leave people with essentially paperweights, or was there still the ability, like, if you still got the discs and you still play Dimensions?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't really looked into Dimensions enough.
No. Every time you see Lego doing something technology based, like you say with the Technic as well, your gut says, don't go there.
Yeah.
Don't do it. So, like, I bought Hidden Side sets because I like the sets, not for the app. And whilst I like the app, I'm not upset, but I am upset on behalf of other people.
Yeah.
And, like, maybe in the future, our girls will get to the point where they'd want to play it. Now they can't. So it's not something that I can give to them.
Yeah.
Is the video app going away, or is that already gone?
Oh, I don't understand what's going on with video.
What do you mean?
Is it coming back in 2023? We've not heard anything about it, but because it was meant to be going on a break while they reevaluated
I think they completely
Did they officially then go, nah, it's just rubbish?
I think so.
They must have spent a fortune on the music, though.
So people are sort of saying hopefully they'll repurpose that and do better sets.
So that's why I was saying come back as a Video 2 or...
Video 2.
Whether the name is so tainted that they'd avoid that.
Yeah, maybe YoDV. No one will notice that, right?
Yeah.
YoDV. Yeah, let's make YoDV. It's not very catchy, is it?
No.
Right. Last thing that I've noticed, or I've just read about, is the fact that you can trade in your VIP points at the moment for discounts on specific Lego sets. And a not bad rate. So like 100 points to get £25 off a set.
So how many points would it normally cost to get £25 off?
You ask questions I cannot answer.
I'm feeling, is it something like 800 points for £5?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a huge discount that you're getting. I'm assuming this is only one. It's not like you could spend 200 and get 50 quid off.
No, you can't. You can only do it once. So you've only got 3 days to do it.
Right. That always worries me.
What,
this pressuring people in to take up offers rather than giving them the chance to actually evaluate them properly.
Poor form,
it's not a good thing for companies to do.
Okay, so to get £25 off, yeah, it would be 4,000 points. So that's a really good deal.
Yeah.
But it's making you want to buy this £400 set.
Yes.
In 3 days.
Yeah.
So like you say, it is poor form for pressuring, but it's a good deal.
Yeah.
So it's Optimus Prime, or Lion Knight's Castle, or some Mindstorm sets. That's a weird thing to... I didn't think Mindstorms was a thing anymore.
Yeah, no, it is. It's still going. It's still an interesting theme that they do.
So by the time this podcast goes out, you'll have 1 day to make the decision.
Yeah.
So if you want to get a discount using your VIP points. So obviously you're spending 100 points.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're getting 25. And I assume you also get the points for what you spend. So you're not losing out.
I'd assume so. I don't know. Can you see more details?
One thing that people have been sort of saying is that it's limited to certain countries. So it seems to be mainly Europe and Australia and New Zealand.
Okay, so it doesn't include
so it's
the US.
It's a regional exclusive again.
It's not exclusive. It's money off. It's not like...
No, but as in...
you can still buy the
It's a deal
set.
you don't get everywhere.
Yes.
So it's a bit rubbish.
Well, considering the Bricktober stuff's coming out and we don't get access to that.
Yeah, and I'm sad about the Bricktober stuff coming out and not getting access to it. Because they look
good.
Yeah, they're like... So are they like the little Starship ride?
Yes.
So...
They're kind of classic Lego themes.
Yeah. again, that's classed as not a regional exclusive, that's a store exclusive. And that's why it's okay.
Yeah.
Which is just rubbish.
It is.
And it's the same with like the Walmart Castle. Was it the Walmart Castle?
Yeah.
But then apparently the Walmart Castle wasn't very good, so...
Okay. There were rumours that it might be made available some other way at some point.
But that's definitely not been the case with Booktober, because it happens every year and we don't get anything, so... Yeah. It's all a bit...
Not very happy news.
No, we've been a bit, stealing, app sending, pressured to buy expensive sets, and Booktober being awesome but not here.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. We're so glad we could bring cheer to your life. Yeah. Let's think of one cheery thing that we can tell the people before we leave.
There's a tram in the Winter Village set.
Yay! Is that a good thing?
Looks quite cool.
It does look quite cool, yeah. But...
I think people hoping that they can motorise it will be disappointed.
Yeah, it's just...
Can't see it.
It just looks for display, I'd say. Also a little bit unsure about the Winter Village set, because the aesthetic is changing.
Yes.
It doesn't look in keeping with what's already there.
It looks more Hogsmeade than it does Winter Village.
It looks like maybe they're trying to start a new line of, let's create a high street, a Winter Village high street.
Maybe.
And I'm not against that.
No.
But how does it gel with the Winter Village I already have?
Yeah.
This is the problem, is if you start collecting something, you want it to stay the same, but just get more different things. Whereas someone who didn't collect the previous stuff wants it to be rebooted and go, oh right, I'll start from that point. Yeah,
although I think they're now it looks like they're going into a building facade kind of thing, which you've already got through City and through Friends. The good thing about Winter Village is that they were still open backed, but they were more rounded.
Yeah,
you had depth to them. You had full scenes.
These look
inside.
very shallow. Yeah, and we haven't seen the back, so who knows what it's like. And I'd always like to take these leaks and wait.
Yeah, because
last year they had it was a new cottage, and we already had a cottage, but it was so different. It was fine.
Yes.
And it was a really good set. I really enjoyed it. So I'm reserving judgment. The tram does look like the highlight, I think, of it for me. And I guess for you. Yeah. So, yay for trams! There we go. We can now end on a happy note.
Cool.
So if you've got any comments on any happier news or your thoughts on the sad news, let us know. Also, if you want to listen to any of our previous episodes, which definitely were some more happy ones, probably some more controversial ones, but there's a really good mix. Then I'll link up our playlist in the description, show notes, or at the end. And we'll be back next week for more Lego news / views / pews / views. I don't know what I'm talking about now.
No, you've lost it.
Lose. Bye.
Bye.